Martin Scorsese has directed a roster of influential cinema. Personally, I admire Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Casino, Bringing Out the Dead, and The Departed. For a long time, The Departed was my favorite one. Not anymore. The story follows two Jesuit priests, Rodriguez and Garup. Upon receiving news that their mentor, Ferreira, has gone missing in Japan, they commit to a pilgrimage. Christianity has been outlawed, so they must tread lightly. The people are in need of their services, but particular sources seek to discourage them. It's the ultimate test of faith. Renounce God, or suffer death. Martin Scorsese is a devout filmmaker and Catholic. We saw that 44 years ago in Mean Streets. 44 years later, acting as a believer with questions, he asks us to have the courage to challenge our faith, if we possess it. I do not share Scorsese's religion, but the passion Rodriguez has for God is something I can relate to, with yours truly. He relies on his symbol for strength and courage. I do the same. That's what fueled my interest in the story and our characters. I was fascinated by their worldview and the actions taken to destroy that worldview. Those actions reveal that Rodriguez and Garup are prisoners of their own self-respect. Their integrity is ripe, but their actions inspire torture. The portrayal is unsettling, but it never made me uncomfortable. I was worried about it too. I had a very negative experience watching The Da Vinci Code. There's a moment where Paul Bettany's character flogs himself. Combine a sensitive brain with ignorance and youth, and I was scarred for life. I made an agreement with myself to avoid religion-focused movies. Silence is the first exception. I did not want to pass up Scorsese or the cast. Plus, I made sure the torture wasn't that kind of torture. It allowed me to relax and immerse myself. I gave myself to silence, and in turn I was shown something extraordinary. Your faith is yours to have every day, if you choose it. Martin Scorsese has chosen his faith, and his portrayal offers a rare sincerity. This is not a career move to prove his directing chops. It's a passion project, and I have a deep admiration for those kinds of projects because they are the purest form of expression. No review or accolade makes it a worthwhile effort. Making it is your reward. A very exciting idea that I want to believe has already happened is that a film fan went into this movie and then came out transformed. They came out wanting to be a storyteller, be it an actor, a director, a cinematographer, or an editor, or all the above. Even better. Martin Scorsese's filmmaking has that effect. He is aware of the power of movies. And I think he's one of the few filmmakers who is actively taking advantage of a phenomenon that Frank Capra brought up a long time ago. During his career, Scorsese has talked to us about many things. Power, lust, greed, chaos, respect. Who builds the world, who captures the world, and who you cast directly impacts how effective your conversation with the audience is. Rest assured, Scorsese is a talent connoisseur. He is well aware it's never just about the journey. It's also about who is taking you on the journey. A lot of examples exist. I'll give you two. Imagine how different American Beauty would be without Kevin Spacey. Imagine how different Ferris Bueller would be without Matthew Broderick. Silence would be very different without Andrew Garfield. The entire cast gave their mind, body, and soul, but Garfield gave my favorite performance. Portraying a Jesuit priest well is hard, but he had my attention the whole way through. One moment I really love is here when he's by himself, gazing in the water. I think about this moment a lot. The performance, the cinematography, the editing, everything complements everything. It's magnificent. Speaking of, take a shot like this, and Rodrigo Prieto momentarily becomes the star. I love film, but this is an inspiring, digital shot. When I saw this in the theater, I thought to myself, damn, I want to be a cinematographer. Take a scene like this, and Thelma Schoonmaker becomes the star. Rodriguez is being tempted to step and renounce his faith. I will not spoil what he does or does not do, but the editing is so good, I stopped breathing. And when I became aware that I was not breathing, I was inspired to be an editor. Maybe not what you'd expect, but I've been told that's a compliment. Maybe you've actually experienced this yourself during, I don't know, the adrenaline shot in Pulp Fiction, the first kick in Inception, the docking scene in Interstellar, the finale of Whiplash. Bottom line, silence gave me a lot of inspiration. And the darndest thing is, I almost didn't go, thanks to yours truly. But I'm older, I'm less sensitive. I'm still ignorant, but I'm aware of quite a bit. Silence is my new favorite Martin Scorsese movie. Thanks for your time. Now, go lose yourself in a movie.